Welcome to season 2, episode 7 of A Message From We're Your Hosts. I'm Edward.
I'm Alyson.
And it's early where I'm at, which in general. So we're getting it together. Slowly but surely. How you feeling?
Are you getting it together? I'm feeling better than you. We're both doing like a sun's out, guns out thing today.
Oh, yes.
Like accidentally.
Yes.
And you're wearing black and I'm wearing white.
We're complete opposites. Your house is white. My background's dark.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
polar opposites. So, list-wise, you have a list, I have a list. Let's get through some things.
There are lists.
Would you like to go first in terms of me choosing a thing from your list?
Of course.
Okay. There's one in caps that is intriguing, but I think we're gonna wait a bit. So let's do the German language update. You know,
okay.
I love a language update.
Yes. So German language update. I went to one of my favorite home goods stores this week because I need to order a couple of items, you know? Need a couple less bits and bobs for my house.
Okay.
So I go there, I walk around. I already know what I want, but I'm like, let me do a quick lap. Get my list together. And so I walk up to the lady at the desk and I start speaking to her in German, right? Like, as one does in Germany.
Yeah.
So I'm like getting through, like telling her like, I want to order this, this, and this. Like, we're going through all the stuff. She's like, do you have a membership card? I'm like, yeah, here you go. So we're having this whole conversation in German, like me ordering this furniture. And I'm like, oh, I'm doing good. Like,
wow, ordering furniture.
Yeah. And so then we get to a point which, you know, she just assumes like I'm fluent. So she's going quick, normal speed talking, like long sentences. And I'm like, I'm doing okay. I'm hanging in there. But we eventually get to the point where I'm like, I can tell she's not getting exactly what I'm telling her. Like I had 2 different styles of the same bookshelf, like one short one tall. And I wanted to order 2 of each, but I could tell she was just getting 2 total, like 1 of each. And so, and then I started being like, okay, she's not understanding. Like, I'm like, getting hot, I'm getting a little sweaty. I'm like
flustered.
So then it got to the point where I had to be like, I'm sorry, can we switch to English? Because I needed to be able to, I was trying to say like tall and short. I don't know why I didn't just say big and small, because I know big and small. But I was, in my head, I was like, oh my gosh, how do you say tall? How do you say short? It's interchangeable, I think. But like,
it could be one of those things where it's like, you actually wouldn't use tall and short. You would just use big and small. Yeah, probably. And she would have understood what I meant anyway. But then I was like, you said, getting flustered. So I was like, I had to be like, oh, can we switch to English? But afterwards, I was like, I was thinking about it. I was making my way through like the bottom level of the store before I got to the cash register to actually pay. Because it's weird here. You have to like order your stuff with someone who works on the floor where they sell those items. Because they're always like multiple levels. All these home stores it's like a department store.
Huge. It's like a department store, but just for like furniture and home goods. They're all like that. Like all 5 different ones that I've been to.
Of the same store or the same type of store? Same
type of store, but different stores. They're all the same. Like, you have to work with someone who's, like, on the floor working in that, like, department to order your stuff.
For that specific space.
Yeah. And then you have to go to the actual register at the front to, like, pay for your stuff with all your paperwork and all the stuff. Anyway.
Okay.
So I was thinking about it, and I'm like, I must be doing really good because people don't switch to English with me. They just keep going until I have to ask.
Do you look particularly German to them?
I don't know.
Like, I wouldn't say so, but you're the one who's living amongst the Germans. So
yeah, I don't know. I mean, Germans are a bit more casual, right? Like when you think about how people dress in France and like Italy and stuff like that, like Germans are more casual vibes. So I feel like maybe I blend in more here.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Because that's a factor, right? Like in Spain, I mean, people spoke to me originally in Spanish, but it did not have to do with the fact that I look Spanish. Yeah. Because I don't. But in Poland, like, people speak to me in Polish, which is a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, because you blended.
Right.
Yeah,
so
that makes sense.
It could be that maybe too. But you're also doing well.
Well, so then I had my initial meeting with my professor this morning, literally right before this, for my second German class. It's basically like German 102. Like I finished 101, now I'm in 102. And she came in hot. Like asking me the German questions the second we logged on. Like, oh, no. She came in hot. She was pretty, but like...
I mean, two things can't be true, but I just, you never know.
Yeah, but no, she came in hot, like firing off these German questions. And I'm like, I'm rolling with the punches. I'm answering the questions. And then she got to the point where she was like, wait a minute. Like, the only German you've learned was like 111, the course before this. And you're speaking at this level? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, oh, okay. And then I was like, oh, okay.
Now, here's the next question. Are you excelling or is the bar just very, very low?
So that's the thing. I think it's both. The bar, I'm coming to discover, I think the bar is very, very low.
Yeah. The bar's low for Americans. Period.
The bar's low for Americans. And then two, it's basically a lot of the people who are taking these courses in Europe, in this area, you know, they're here because they're soldiers, they're active duty, or they're spouses. And so they have like a lot of other stuff going on. So I assume that like they probably have a little bit less time for their studies. Whereas me, I'm like nothing. I'm like 9 to 5, you know? So I got time.
Nothing going on.
Yeah. So
okay, well, congrats.
Thank you.
Genuinely. That sounded ingenuous, but
it did.
It was being
disingenuous, you mean? But
that too.
Yeah.
I mean, both of those things.
Okay, so I want to know.
My list is a little weird this week.
I want to know how you got evangelized.
How I got evangelized. Friday. I am waiting for the bus. A little bit later than usual. I like did an activity after work. And you know, it's one of those moments where it's like, all right, the bus is coming in like 19 minutes. So like I'm standing here. And a few other people are standing there as well. Most of them, I would say, international students. And I noticed this one girl just chatting up a student at the actual like bus stop sign. You know, like some people like stand near, some people stand like at, right? She's standing there. She's like talking to her. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And I like happen to pick up on the convo and they're like, well, they are not talking. She is talking to her about Jesus and the church and the Bible and God and other religious words. And I was just like, yikes, like sucks to be that international student getting poached by some like random white chick to go to church. And then to my left, there's two other people sitting next to me. Someone comes up to one of them and it's the other one because they always like tag team.
There's always two.
Yes. And honestly, wish it would have been like the Mormons. They're like pretty, I don't know. I've had a lot of interactions with them abroad, so it's like easy to deal with them. And I was nervous about these two white girls who looked like TikTok evangelists. I was scared. But I was also very over it from this week. So, got a whole week's worth of attitude built up in me. And I hear this girlie ask the first of the two people next to me, like, literally, would you like to go to church with me on Sunday? What a wild way to start the convo.
Yeah, not even a hello?
No, just, would you like to go to church with me on Sunday? And I was like, I don't even have my headphones in. And I was like, this bitch gonna talk to me. This bitch gonna talk to me. And I was like, well, I don't look like an international student. So maybe she won't. Because maybe they're just like poaching people who were like fresh to the United States.
People
like,
who were like would be taken by surprise and unable to defend themselves.
Exactly. And also like obviously proficient enough in English to be in school or university in the United States. But like, there's the whole thing where like if someone were to evangelize you in Germany, you'd be like, right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, God damn it. So they ask the next person, and then she pauses because the bus comes and a bunch of people get on and it's just me.
Oh, no.
And she still comes up to me. Would you like to go to church with me on Sunday? And I just look up from my phone and I looked at her and I said, absolutely not. And then she just walked away. And because, you know, other people were like, no. And they were like, why not? Oh, well, like, does another day work? Like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like ready to go back and forth. But I just absolutely not. And she just went, okay, and walked away.
You had that energy. So, that's good.
I did. I gave off that energy. I said, get the fuck away from me.
Done.
I almost said fuck no. But then I was like, if there wouldn't have been a distant amount of like a little bit of time, you know, if she would have been like boop, 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 I would have done it so that I could also show the other people what they can say to them.
You're allowed to say no.
Yeah. So anyway, I was unsuccessfully evangelized this week.
I'm proud of you.
Now you and I are doing a plank challenge because we're always doing a challenge.
We love a challenge.
We do. So what are these work planks?
Okay, so
are they the same planks?
So yes and no. So I'm in my office on Friday. Friday was like, I don't know what happened Friday. It was a wild day.
Or Monday. Or Tuesday. Or Wednesday.
I hear a coworker out talking to another one of my coworkers, like outside of my office. And I'm like, okay, I need to talk to this one dude because I got like something to complain about. So I'm like, I stomp over there. I'm like, you. But so, I don't know. Somehow we got on like, there was someone challenged someone. I don't know. All of a sudden, 3 of us are down there like doing planks. We're like in a circle in the basement in the dungeon where I work. And we're like, yeah, let's do planks. Let's do it.
Wait, you work in a dungeon?
So we have 3 levels in our building. And so I'm technically in the basement, but it's like a walkout. We have like, it walks out to a patio. Like I have floor to ceiling windows in my office, but it's like, I call it a dungeon because it's technically, it's the basement. Like one side is like the windows are at like ground level and I'm on the other side, the walkout side, but it's still like
you have floor to ceiling windows.
Basement vibes. Like
basement vibes.
Vibes. So I don't even know how this starts, but we're like, we're all talking crap. We're like, yeah, let's do planks, So there's like 4 of us doing them.
Like Survivor style? Like you're just doing it as long as you can?
Well, that was how we were doing the first one. The first one. So, and like 2 of us are in dresses. So we're like strategically like feet to the wall. Like, no, we're all taking our sandals off. It's a summer Friday. We've all got sandals on. Like
a summer Friday.
Yeah. And so we're doing the first one and I'm like screaming. I'm like, don't you dare stop. Like,
you on teams?
Well, no, but I was just trying to be like,
intimidating.
I am intimidating, but I was trying to be like, keep going, you can do it, don't give up.
Look at you being a great
motivator.
Supervisor.
Yeah. So anyway, we're like 55 seconds in. We had to at least have been like a minute in.
Okay.
And the one person who was in charge of the timer was like, I forgot to start the timer. We all scream. We're in our planks. We've been in them for so long already. And we scream at her. And so like the way that our building works, all the stairwells are kind of like open. So if someone's like on the top floor having a party, we can hear them in the dungeon. So someone on the top floor heard us all screaming and came down and joined us, and we convinced her to do a plank too. So we did like 3 or 4 planks at this point.
Did you cross those off as planks on the
Absolutely.
thing you were catching up on?
Absolutely. Of course I did.
Honestly, smart. Very smart. What can I say?
So we're going to do it again tomorrow.
Yeah, let me check. How far behind are you? Sounded like a read. Didn't mean to be a read.
No, it's a read. I'm like 5 days behind.
No, you're only 4.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
So I'm way behind on the planks, but I'm like closer on the other ones.
Yes. It's relative, but yes.
Yes.
I thought you were like up to date-ish, and then I was like, no, that says 16. Today is the 20th.
No, not up to date.
Well, hey, just want to say, for those of us, aka me, who are already in it, up to date, rather. It's a very easy week. We're at the low end of the pyramid.
We are. I'll catch up. I gotta catch up.
You always do.
I always do.
She always does.
I always do. Okay, so let's take a quick break.
And catch up.
Catch up.
Welcome back from the break. We're all caught up.
Yeah, for sure.
Just verbally. Oh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, we just ummed at the same time and both tilted our heads the same way. So I was like, are you going to go?
We're on the same page.
Actually, it is your turn to go.
Yeah, I want to hear a little birthday shout out.
Oh, for those of you listening, just a little bit of drool from my straw. A birthday shout out. My dad turned 60 this week.
What?
Isn't that crazy?
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday. He doesn't listen to this, but whatever.
How exciting.
I mean, your parents are slightly older than mine, I believe.
Yeah. I think my dad's 65.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's not like huge gaps. It's not like 30 years older. But yeah, it's just my mother turned 60 like, 2 years ago, I guess?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's just weird. Now they're both going to be 60, both in their 60s. So
would you look at that?
Get that man to do physical activity. Jesus. But anyway, happy birthday, Dad.
Happy birthday.
My mother's going to listen to this and be like, and where? She actually just caught up, like, driving somewhere because she was, like, out of audiobooks.
We're better than an audiobook.
Yes. I would say so.
We think so.
And she was, like, referencing things, and I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, again.
It leaves my brain immediately.
As soon as I make that little Instagram post, gone. Out of my head.
Bye.
You are indicating on your list that you have a new child. So
I do have a new child.
About?
I think I forgot to take a picture to show you, which is really sad. But my friend Monica brought me a new houseplant. Yeah, I don't think I have a picture. It's big. It's she's gorgeous. So yeah, that's my new child. I need to find a home for her. I need to decide what room she's going to go in. She's a big beauty.
Okay. We have no picture.
We have no picture. I'm sorry.
And she's big, so she's not coming into frame.
No.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I could carry her in, but like maybe at the end.
Like a child.
Maybe my child will make an appearance at the end.
Okay. Maybe. I mean, you had to send me a picture at some point because now I want to know what it looks like.
Yeah, my bad.
Especially if you said it was big.
Sorry.
And
okay. Tell me how you were therapized.
So, this week I was also therapized. I was evangelized. I was therapized. I listened to a podcast that I'm not going to say the name of, only because...
No free promo?
No, I don't care about that. Promo to like 6 people. It's just that the podcast I love. It's great. It's an astrology podcast. The woman is like chef kiss, a genius. If she started a cult, like I would move. It's genuinely very good. She's like good at what she does, but she also like it's like 2 episodes a week. One where she like answers a question and one where she does like astrology of the week. And she goes into such detail that I'm like, how is this free? You know, that kind of vibe. And you can send in a question. And I was like, I would love to like chat about something on this, one of the weekly episodes. So I send in a little episode or a little question. And it's typically like a Zoom interview, right? For everyone to listen to. And you put like your birth date in and all your like birth information and blah, blah, blah. And I checked like, yeah, that's fine. We can talk about it. So that's why I don't want to bring it up, because I was like, maybe I don't want to redirect everyone to a podcast episode that has my birth information in, because I got a text from a friend yesterday who also listens to this and was like, are you the Capricorn from Pittsburgh, PA on this week's episode? And I was like, what? And I hadn't listened because this week has been a week. So I've been just listening to the same songs on repeat to feel something and to power through, you know? Mm-hmm. We all, maybe not everybody, but that's what I do. So I've been off my podcast game for the week. I did notice that it was like, lots of questions was the episode title. So she's like, rapid fire. So I was like, I don't think so. Like, I wasn't, it was like blacked out and like did a full interview and didn't know. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what, is it me? Like, it's gotta be me, but like, what? I'm so confused. So I'm at a cafe and I like go to listen to it because I'm like, I gotta find out. Like, run to the cafe, order my little thing, open my little computer, listen. And I look at the description and it's like pretty much exactly what I remember typing. And I was like, oh no, it is me. So I got, this woman read me to filth. Read me to filth. And it was like a bunch of things. So it wasn't like a really long answer, but like I saved the podcast episode forever to my phone because I was like, I need to go back to this periodically, blah, 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 blah. Because she like answered my question and then also like got into my birth information bit and like, or my chart and like did the thing. And I was like, just sitting there. I was sitting in the cafe, just like feet, like fully like what you would draw like someone sitting in a chair, like computer open, no fingers on keyboard, just like staring forward, like listening to it, trying not to make any emotion. And so I got therapized at a cafe via
podcast.
Via podcast. Yeah, via technology. And it was good. It was good. It was good. I'll send it to you.
That's funny. Send it to me.
If you want to hear this one, tell me I'm not on a loner's path.
Okay.
Which we love. Okay. Again, there's something in here that's in bold, and I'm not sure we want to get to it yet. Do we want to get to it? Because I have another one I could do instead of your list.
Oh my gosh. Let's just get to it. Should we get to it?
Do you want to tell me about the, in capital letters, Nazi rally protest?
Yes. So,
what's going on there?
As you know, I went to the furniture store and ordered a bunch of stuff.
We did.
There was a little mishap. I thought everything was getting delivered to my house. Turns out the desk that I ordered, I have to pick up in the store. When I went to pay, she was like, oh, you're picking this up today. And I'm like, no.
9.
9. And when I said 9, she looked at me like, did this girl understand what I said? And then she looked at her coworker, and her coworker repeated it in English. And I'm like, yeah, no, like, I'm not taking a desk home today.
Still 9.
Still 9. So anyway, I'm with my friend on Saturday all day. So we're like, okay, let's go pick up this desk. We hop in her car. We're driving over. Roads blocked off. Police everywhere. We're like, they're a big perimeter. Like, so we're taking a detour, going down. We see a head in the distance. I'm like, it's a literal line of like riot police. A line of them blocking the street with their bodies.
Okay.
And they're literally at the corner right across the street from the store that we need to go in.
Oh, no.
So we turn into the Lidl parking lot, which is just right across the street. And we park, and of course, everyone in the Lidl parking lot is like, what's going on? And I see the flag.
They're like just trying to get their
furniture, their groceries, everything.
Well, it was like furniture at Lidl, maybe not.
Groceries at Lidl, furniture across the street.
Yeah.
So it's literally like riot police, their bodies surrounding the freaking store. I need to get in. I'm like, are you kidding me? And I see the flag. There's like a van in the middle of the street with like a huge megaphone on top. I see them waving their flags. It's AFD, so it's like essentially Nazis.
What's AFD?
Alternative for Germany. It's their like far right wing party.
Oh, okay, I see.
And so
do you remember the Tea Party?
No, it's not like Tea Party.
No, just do you remember them?
Yeah. Yeah.
I heard those.
And then the whole like Occupy Wall Street thing. Wild times.
Wait, no, those were two separate things.
They were separate there around the same time.
Oh, yeah. I was like, wait, there's like two different spectrums.
But yeah. So anyway, they're waving their Nazi flags. I'm like, what on earth? So we get, and Monica's like, whatever, let's just go. And I'm like, I'm trying to walk through the middle of a Nazi protest. So so we get out of the car, we're like walking up towards the Polizei, and we're in Europe. So every single man in a police uniform is a Greek god. They're all beautiful. Every single one of them. This is gorgeous. True. So she
Greek
walks up
god
to this,
is so funny.
She walks up to this beautiful man.
Clearly not always Greek.
Like, true. Like suited up in his gear. And we're talking to him and we're like, look, we're trying to get into MoMA. I got my receipt with me, my big paper with all the receipts flapping off of it. And we're like, look, we just got to pick up a desk. Like, can we go? And he was like, yeah, you can walk across and go in. And he's like, you can tell they're so fed up. They're like, oh, this shit should be done in like 15 minutes. And so we're like, and of course, you know me, I wear boring colors. It's black, white, gray, tan. What am I wearing this day? A freaking bright red t-shirt and black shorts. I'm wearing the Nazi colors. Because I was at a volunteer event for work that morning, so I was wearing a work shirt, and our colors are like red, yellow, white, and black.
Yeah. So
I'm fully in the Nazi gear. Like, I'm like, oh, I can't be here right now. But everyone was like,
picking up her desk.
Yeah. And so then there were counter protesters holding signs that say like "kill Nazis," but in German. So, you know.
Right. Yeah.
So we go across. We go in. We're like, get my stuff, like take my receipt in. The problem is the loading dock is in the back of the building. You can't get through the inside of the building to get the loading dock where you do pickups. So we have to come back outside. We talked to another police officer and she's like, yeah, once you go out this circle, you won't be able to get back in. And so we're like, what are we going to do? Because we had to exit like the police perimeter to get to the back side of the building. So we're like, we talked to another cute guy in the parking lot. And we're like asking him like, we got to get to the loading dock. Like, we want to pick this up. How can we go? Like, and he's telling us like, yeah, you should be fine. Like, cause we're parked across the street. We're going to have to carry this desk across the street. Like, hopefully it's not heavy. And he's like, smiling, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you're beautiful.
I mean, is this considered a meet cute? I don't know.
I don't know. Not at the Nazi protest, no. So anyway, we exit the perimeter, we walk down the street, get to the back, get inside, like the guy gets my desk. Desk is shockingly heavier than I thought it would be, because it's not that big.
I mean, is it shocking?
But she's heavier. The problem is, like, I could have carried it myself, but the box was just a little bit too long for me to wrap my arm all the way around. So it was, like, awkward, Like, if I could have got a good grip on it, I could have carried it across the street. I couldn't get a grip on it. So Monica's like, okay, I'm just going to go back to the car. Hopefully this is done soon. Like, and when it's done, I'll come back and pick you up with a car. So I'm just chilling there on the loading dock with my desk. And then it finally did wrap up. But I'm like, oh my gosh.
You couldn't just like reschedule the pickup for a different day?
I had already gone inside and like she scanned my receipt, printed out a new thing that said I was picking it up. Like I was like, this is a done deal.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
Well, hey, at least you have a desk now.
Good thing. Yeah, I got to build it now.
Wow.
Like, you try to do a good thing and you end up in the middle of a Nazi protest wearing the colors.
What is this good thing? You just picking up the stuff you bought?
Well, me picking up the stuff I bought. But Monica was doing a good deed by, like, driving me there.
Her. Yes. Mm-hmm. For her. Yeah. No, for you, no good deed done. Just the necessary. The necessary. I almost said the necessity. The necessity.
Yeah. Woof. So that was my day. A lot happened yesterday. I want to hear about you getting euthanized.
This week at work has quite literally blown ass. It's been so bleak. So I feel like I've been euthanized. Essentially, all this work we did at the beginning of the summer where we're like issuing these documents so that students were able to come into the country to study. That took like, it was a lot of work in like a chunk of time, right? But it was like a lot of work. That work now just got condensed into like a week because they're all arriving and we have to check them in. And it's so much. I don't want to see an I-94 travel record. I don't want to see another I-20. I don't want to see a passport bibliographical page, not bibliographical. I don't want to see nothing. I don't want to see any addresses in Pittsburgh. I don't want to see nothing. But yet, the evil persists. And they're like, still coming.
It's not going to end.
I mean, at one point at work this week, someone came in on, it was like Wednesday, looked at me and was like, oh, you're still miserable. And like wouldn't, and was like turned around. I was like, yes, I am. Mm-hmm. Do not speak to me. Thank you. Talk to me at the end of the month.
Wild.
So that's how I've been quote unquote euthanized. Want to tell me about On This Day quick?
Yeah. Do you know what we were doing on this day 2 years ago?
2 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
What year was that?
2021.
2021. Oh, we were at the beach.
We were at the beach.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? Oh my gosh, we were at the beach.
I think about that beach trip all the time because it was like the last beach trip I took.
Yeah, same.
And don't count Hawaii.
I'm like, can I get to a beach? It's hot today. Oh my gosh, it's
anything
painfully
to go to
hot.
CJ's. Anything.
Oh my gosh, get me to CJ's.
Anything.
And on this day, 4 years ago.
Richard's bare ass again. Have we ever talked about Richard's bare ass on this podcast?
Oh my gosh, Richard. Disaster. Oh my gosh.
Eat at that restaurant.
At
the
Mondo.
corner in that alley.
Oh.
In Carrera de la Lengua.
Oh yeah.
Where I had that octopus that looked like it was alive, but it definitely
Your
wasn't.
tentacle. Did I have curry? What did I have?
I don't remember. But I see those pictures of me all the time. Actually, I did just get like an On This Day type situation. And it was the pictures of you eating pasta at the other restaurant that we ate on that trip.
Oh, the
where that whole table
brodo.
of gay men were talking about me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was wearing shorts that were arguably short. Yes.
Was wild.
Yeah, so it's pictures of you being like,
Yeah. Me scarfing freaking soup, like tortellini and broth when it's hot as hell in there, middle of the summer.
You know, a choice. That was a choice.
It was a choice, but it was good. It was so good.
It was a choice. Do we have time for like 2 more quickies?
One quickie? 2 quickies.
Yeah. Well, like a quickie and a quickie.
Yeah. Give me an urban garden update.
Oh, well, both actually the last 2 things are updates. My sunflowers are flowering.
I love that for you.
So they're like actually like blooming into flowers. Like it's
gorgeous.
What is it? The fruit of my labor is real. It's happening. All of these stupid seeds are actually blooming into flowers. All of them. Even the things that I don't remember what I planted. I just dumped into a thing. They're flowering.
I love that.
It's iconic. I mean, there's only literally one flower, but the rest of them look like they're about to do the same.
Oh, good. Progress.
And that's the Italian ones. They're gorgeous.
Lovely.
So. Anyway, can you do Il Mondo really fast? Speaking of Italy.
Yeah. So I found my new spot. Went to Il Mondo for dinner last night.
It's a restaurant.
Got to chat in Italian a bit to the owner. Had a lovely pesto. It was gorgeous.
Love a pesto.
Yeah, and it was like a street party. There's a wine and music festival this weekend, so we were just like by one of the DJ stages, just like, but at our dinner table.
Look at you dancing all over Germany.
Dancing all over Germany.
My last one, which is defeated. We lost only 1 game last week. Oh. So our record is whatever and 1.
Oh, I'm so sorry you lost, but that's still really good.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to be second anyway because the point difference was like 2 wide for the first place people. And today's the playoffs. But a lot of the team can't show up. So We shall see.
Sad.
We shall see. We shall see. Wait. Oh, you only have delivery woes left.
I only have delivery woes left.
Sorry,
I'll make it quick.
Squinting at my screen.
I ordered a kitchen cart, like a rolly cart for my microwave.
Oh, finally.
Got a notification that it was delivered. Get home. Nothing. Nada. You know what they did? They delivered it to a neighbor across the street because I wasn't home. A neighbor I don't know. That I now need to go ring their bell and be like, "Hallo, ich heiße Alyson. Do you have my microwave cart?" I'm like, "Oh, just leave it outside my door."
And did they have your microwave cart?
I haven't gone yet.
Oh, I thought you said you had to.
No, I have to still. I was like, which freaking house is number 11?
I would literally just give up. I'd be like, I'm buying a new one.
Honestly, I'm about to just buy a new one. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? I got to go to number 11 and ring the buzzer.
That sucks. That sucks.
Why would they even accept it? They don't know me. I don't know them.
Maybe that's just like what people do.
Maybe.
Like, they could take the package.
Yeah. They probably set it up. It's in their kitchen now. They're using it.
They probably set it up for you and they're like just waiting to wheel it out.
Hopefully.
But microwave and all. They're giving you their microwave. Maybe they're just like really nice people. You know
the microwave has been sitting in my hallway for 3 weeks.
Have you been using it?
No, because I haven't taken it out of the box because I don't have the cart to put it on.
Oh, I thought it was just like out and open on your floor.
No. She's boxed up.
Oh, okay. Well, it looks like you don't even need a microwave that bad.
No. I'm thriving without one.
Thriving. You have to take us out.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, it's been fun,
I wasn't
kids.
sure if you thought it was me.
It's been fun, kids. Thanks for listening. If you want to send us a message, you can. 202-630-4509. A message from pod@gmail.com. Yeah, that's our email. And that's all we have for today. Ciao, ciao.
Bye.